Welcome to my show. My name is Marcell Johnson, and this is a freedom experience.
You was just killing it. What's the deal, bro? How you?
Good.
So I'm super excited that you're here. I know I kept on saying that. What's up, y'all? So welcome back to the Freedom Experience. You already know my name is Marcell Johnson. And man, I just got to say this. I'm so grateful for y'all, for every single person who watches, who tunes in, who reaches out to me. I'm just grateful for you, and I'm grateful that I got y'all to go along on this journey with me, man. Season 3 is so fire. It's just elevating. God is doing incredible things through this show, and I'm grateful for you guys. But I ask that you, man, would like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your family, your friends, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that you know, because it's a movement. But I got somebody on the show with me today who is like somebody who I personally do love, you know what I'm saying, somebody who I look at as a little brother, you know what I'm saying. We got Navy vet. We got, Navy vet. Navy vet, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Architect in the works. In the works. Okay. And then we got child of God. First. You feel me? What's up, bro? I'm happy that you're here. How you feel being on the show?
Good.
Yeah?
Definitely different, but we here.
Yeah. Why you say different?
No, I've never been behind cameras for real, to be honest. So.
Oh, yeah, this is his first episode, y'all. Yeah. So he was a little nervous, but, you know what I'm saying, we're going to help him out. We're going to get through the show. So we're just going, you know what I'm saying, bro, we're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to cover some of these questions. But anything that you want to talk about, just feel free, bro. Yeah. Like, I got to tell y'all, man, like, Justin, for years, so he went into, the Navy?
Navy, yep.
He went to the Navy, and, like, back in high school, before he even left, we had some great conversations, some deep conversations where I was able to really, you know what I'm saying, pour into him. And then throughout the whole experience, you would hit me up on Snapchat and everything. He'll send me pics, and he just, like, he stayed grounded no matter where he was placed at. And we're going to get into that, bro. So what was traveling like?
Especially being from here.
Yeah.
So most people,
yeah,
especially like coming from my family, only a few people had seen other countries and stuff. So
yeah,
for me, like being the first one out there, it was already, you know, something checked off my list at such a young age too.
Yeah.
So for me, traveling was just like, all right, we're going to get there when we 30, 28.
Yeah.
So like when I had like a stable life, whatever.
Yeah.
Then it was like, it was like, yo, you 18, you going straight to Dubai. So it was just different. Hit me different, yeah.
Yeah, so, bro, because you got in there and they took you straight to Dubai,
yeah,
bro.
Straight out. Yeah,
was you nervous about that?
I was nervous about going to the real Navy.
Yeah.
After boot camp and everything.
How was boot camp?
Boot camp was, it's depressing.
Yeah.
It's real depressing, so.
I was going to get into being like the whole like Navy thing, the whole Army thing, because we had Kanan on the show. You know Kanan.
Right. Yeah.
And basically he talked about how the Army, the Navy, all of that really can be depressing.
Right, yeah.
Why is that sometimes? Like, what would you account that to?
For me, it was, first off, you're taken away from your family.
Yep.
And you placed on a school bus with, not a school bus, a bus with people, you know, you have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
As soon as you get off the bus, you get screamed at. So it's not like you don't get time to breathe. There's not time to, it's going to be, no. As soon as you get off the bus, it's, yo, you're stupid. Go line up over there. It's like,
wow,
it's off the rip. So
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's hectic. So, but I mean, you don't get no contact with nobody, no phone calls. You know, you only get, it shows you what you really need in life. So like, you don't need a phone. You know, we don't need all this stuff that they say we need in our daily lives. Like they showed us, like you need 4 pair of underwear, shorts, your pants, a hoodie.
Like simplicity.
Simple, yep.
But I would think that it basically, to me, it would humble me.
Right. Yeah.
It would allow for me to see the truth.
Truth of what?
Like the truth of like what I really need and what I don't need. It would like clarify, like, you know what I'm saying? It would take a lot of that.
It ain't do that to me. I still got my needs in once, but.
I mean, but bro, but I'm saying overall, like you get to experience that, but then it kind of depressed you.
Yeah, right.
Because you weren't used to living like that, which is normal, but some people get to the point where they commit suicide.
Right.
Was that something, did you know anybody that committed suicide?
Yeah, one of my friends committed suicide. He was, from boot camp. We went to Norfolk, Virginia straight after boot camp.
Yeah.
And, we were the same job, but his job on like other Navy ships is like terrible. Like, so like us, on my ship, it It was hard, but it wasn't, you know, too unbearable, like to the point where he was at, you know, they're in like a rowboat with a hole in it. One dude's painting the ship, one dude's getting the water out of it, like, you know, in winters. So it's like it
Wow.
was just terrible on him. You know, he didn't. I would have never knew he was upset. I went out to like what was it Friday? I think I went to Fridays in Norfolk or something.
Yeah.
Ate with him, talk, and then like I went on deployment, and then everybody in our like boot camp group chat was just like, you know, rest up. You know, he killed himself. So.
Did you ever feel suicidal?
Nah.
You never did?
No.
Like I always say, you got like a
Yeah.
funny personality. So like, bro is really funny. He got a sense of humor. You
Yeah.
was always the cut up, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Going to the speedway and just,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, wilding outfit.
We ain't gonna
like,
talk about speedway.
Yeah, yeah. See, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But man, so what ocean was you over?
That was the Persian Gulf.
So which one is that?
That's above the Indian Ocean. It's like a little, it's like a, you know, compared to the oceans, it's like a little lake. It's like one of the Great Lakes, kind of. It's just, you know.
Did it look wild though whenever you would wake up and just look at all that water?
I got used to it. At first, it was cool. I couldn't stop staring at it, but then
Yeah.
eventually you get real tired of it, you know. So
Yeah. Did you get seasick?
Nah.
No,
I
with
slept
other
better
people?
when the ship was
moving.
rocking. Yeah.
Cause I know, like, I went on a cruise before, and they gave us like these little white things that just help you not be seasick. It was
Right.
some type of
Pills?
medicine. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. People take those. People get seasick.
Yeah.
But you know.
So, what was one of your best experiences while you was in the Navy?
Talking to different people from different places and seeing what their, you know, perspective on life was. You know, this is always, the lesson goes beyond the Navy career. Everybody's getting out at some point. So, you know, everybody did. You know, you got people who come from hanging out celebrities, you know, in the Navy. You got people who come from nothing. You got people who come from something. Like, just everybody from different walks of life. And you just got to take notes from each one of them.
Yeah, that's
So,
smart.
Yeah, it's real
You
cool.
was always like a communicator.
Yeah.
And you observe a
Really
lot.
big on networking. Yeah.
And bro, you know what else? You're able to like blend with whoever.
Right.
Like you would be with somebody, you would be with us, then you would be with somebody else, then you would be like you just know
Right.
how to bounce and just.
Right.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I can just I'm just real good at talking to people.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I'm not real. My personality's just, I feel like it change. It doesn't change, but it's just like I've always been able to talk to any type of person there was. I'm not just stuck to sticking to one group of people or one friend group. You know, like now that we're older, you know, we need networking. So a lot of my skills are based off that and just expanding my network because somebody knows somebody. You know, and just.
Yeah, you just basically reach. It's like you're a chameleon, and it don't matter if people are black, white. It don't matter. Like
Right.
you just relate to everybody. I
Right.
really love that about you, and like you would be a good business colleague
Right.
because you would know how to reach different people, different places. So I wanted to ask you, bro, how did your mom feel? Because I remember back in the day, your mom was just, you know what I'm saying. So for her to let
what
you
you
go,
doing?
like how did she feel about
She
you
was,
going?
She was happy.
Yeah.
She was just. I mean, there was times I wanted to quit. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
in the Navy, of course, I was depressed, you know, but I didn't know nothing. I pushed myself through it because it's just all right. You either going to something new or you going back to where you came from. So it's just like, you know, like, all right, if I go home, what am I gonna tell my mom? Like, you know, like I can't. I'm not about to quit.
Yeah,
So
like
she was a big reason that I even finished. So.
bro, I remember before you left, that was one of the big things. Like everybody was going to college, everybody was doing different stuff, and you was just like, "I'm going into the Navy,"
Right.
and it was like, "What?"
It was
like,
set. Yeah, I was set on that from a while ago because I really
Yeah.
couldn't use my grades to go further. And I didn't have necessarily like college funds. I didn't want to have student debt. So all I knew is that they paid for it if you gave them time. And I was like, all right, well, we'll see. So
yeah, and that's crazy because you're on the other side of that now.
Right.
Would you encourage anybody else to go into the Navy or something like that, the Army?
I would just to do it. Yeah, if you're not doing anything, you know, and by not doing anything, just like when I went to the Navy and I came back, and deployment after deployment after deployment, people were still doing the same thing they were when we were in high school. So like, to me, that scared me. So I just, I was afraid not to change. That's why I was just, all right, let me go here. You know, even after the 2-month boot camp and then I went home on vacation, I was different already. After 2 months of just, you know, being separated from the whole world. So I just handle things different. You know, they tell you in there, like, you're not going to walk around like this certain way, like, get your head right, this is who you are. So, yeah, it was, I would, if you want to, it's definitely up to you. But for me, it made or break me. I'm not going to, I didn't want to stay home. Because if I would have stayed home, it would have been game over. Like,
Facts.
It would have been raps.
It would have been raps. It would have been raps for you. Yeah, but you needed that. He definitely needed that. But I feel like
it was a big decision. You won't miss that neither. When the big decisions come, it was like I knew to myself, I'm like, all right, I could stay here and hang out with my friends and the girls, whatever. But at the end of the day, I was like, all right, like, so I gotta go. Or like, for me, it was like I had to go. So
yeah,
you know, so
I'm glad you did go, bro, because you would have just been reckless. If he was
Right.
here, he would have just been reckless, just doing
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And I love the fact you brought up you would come back to Pittsburgh and everybody would be the same way.
Right. Right.
So it's like you're not missing nothing.
Right. You're
You
not
feel
at
me?
all. At all.
So what do you think is something you learned compared to like when you came back? Like as far as watching different people, did it make you feel like, man?
You start seeing what you don't want to do, and it's easy to identify bad habits. So
Yeah.
whenever I see people, doing a certain thing, I'm like, all right, like that's what separates me from them. I don't do that, or just bad. I like to make sure I'm doing something new, something that hurts too, like working out. Like that was a
Yeah.
big thing for me out there, just working out, doing something I never did before, reading,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Being productive.
right at all times. So
whenever you went to the Navy, your mom, you got 2 siblings, right?
right,
So
little
how
brother,
did
little sister.
little brother? How did
Yeah.
they feel about you dipping in? You know what I'm
My
saying?
sister was happy. And my little brother, he was whatever. He was just, he just running around, whatever.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Yeah.
So what about your dad? What part does your dad play?
He's in Pittsburgh still.
Okay.
Yeah. So I saw him before my first deployment. It was like Easter or something.
Yeah.
Some on Easter before I left for my very first deployment. Cause he's been around, but it was just like my mom called him. She's like, yo, he's leaving. Like he come, like this is his first thing. So he pulled up, and then that's pretty much it. He's happy. He brags about it still. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your relationship like with your dad? Because back then I know your dad was kind of absent.
Right. Right.
So like, what is your relationship with him like now?
He's there. He's definitely someone that I don't need. I got some bad habits from him, so I identify those, and I like to act on those.
That's good.
No, it's not terrible, but it's like it'll tear me down one day,
Yeah.
So just knowing him, period. I'm just happy I knew him, period. Because if I didn't know him, I wouldn't know that these were hazards in my life. So
Bro.
I feel like on that aspect of it's like it's real good to know who he is. I don't necessarily have to see him every day for me to be like a man or whatever. So, yeah.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you
Yeah.
because it's crazy. A lot of people don't even. That's like such an optimistic perspective
Right.
to be like, I'm glad that at least I got to meet who my dad
Right,
was,
right.
so I can identify my toxic patterns, so I can know these aren't just coming from me.
Right.
These are
They
like a
passed down.
generational
Right,
thing.
right.
Bro, that's such a good
Right.
perspective. That's profound to think about it. Instead of just being like, I hate my dad or
Mhm.
whatever. It's
No,
like,
yeah,
no, I'm
no.
glad I got to meet you. Now I
Right.
can know what I need to work
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Wow. So, do you ever feel like you wish that your dad was around more, or do you feel like you kind of gave that up, or you kind of like, where you at with that?
He was. You feel me? He was. I don't feel like I needed him. If I needed him, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm happy things planned out the way they did.
Yeah.
You feel me? I had a stepdad growing up anyway, so it was like whatever. He played a big part in it too.
Stepdad.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes and no. Just I feel like I have more discipline growing up.
Yeah.
And like self-control maybe if I knew, but I don't really don't mean anything to me.
What's your
so.
take on forgiveness? Have you like forgave him? Like,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
not
what I'm saying?
upset at the man. Everybody has their own problems. Like when you look at it from his shoes, and like the view that it is, just like it's you feel me? It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it and put my failures on that. Not having a dad, so you're gonna hear jokes about it, but still like.
That's
It
hard,
is what
bro.
it is, yeah.
You had a good perspective and a good outlook on life, and you always knew how to make lemons or make lemonade out of lemons.
Right.
That was something you were just always good at that.
Right.
Anyway, and I think that it takes a lot of maturity to be able to look at your dad, look at, you know what I'm saying, whoever, and forgive them, and then be able to move forward and not really let it affect you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, bro. I'm proud of you for that. Okay, I wanted to talk about relationships. Because I seen you on the gram, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know what's up. I seen you on there, you know what I'm saying, boot up, but right now, you separated or you just single? What's going on with you right now?
It's in the works.
Okay,
it's
kind of
it's in the works.
It's in the works.
Yeah.
Okay. It's under construction. Okay. So what about friendships? What are you know what I'm saying? What is something that, because I know you had a lot of friends back then.
Right.
Shout out, you know what I'm saying, Taquay and
So,
Justin and Gene
LJ,
and Harvey,
yeah,
you know what I'm
all
saying?
them,
Yeah, all of them, shout them out. But
yeah.
what do you feel like you learned as far as friendships from then to like, you know what I'm saying, now?
I feel like with my friends, you feel me, I never really had no ups and downs with them, you feel
Yeah.
me? Like my original ones, those always gonna be like my brothers, whatever. Friendships are, they always gonna be there, but some of us are on different paths and everything. We can't like, even when I left for the Navy, that was a big thing. Like, damn, I'm about to leave the bros. I don't want to do that. So, you know, we all got different paths. I don't believe in like, you know, let's all like just, you know what I mean, try to stay on the same path because at the end of the day, you still gonna go your separate ways wherever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, with friends, I don't know, just will always be close to me.
What do you feel like is different from like your friend group as a kid to like your friend group as an adult?
Right now, at this where I'm at right now, it's just pretty much, you know, if you can't, you know, we're friends, but like I'm looking for more of a, yo, let's talk about this. We gotta make moves, you know. Like I'm constantly active with everything, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit around and talk about girls all day. I want to sit around and talk about, you know, news, like different ideas or
Yep.
whatever it is, something productive. So
That's what's up, and that's
right,
why I always tell people, man, you need to go out and you need to see the world. You need to be exposed
right,
because a lot of times you're only friends with people based off of proximity.
right.
Like I'm only friends with you because we're in the same school, we're in the
Close,
same
right,
neighborhood.
right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right, right,
But what happens whenever you go somewhere like the Navy,
right,
where
right,
you got all these different people, and now you get to choose your friends. You get
right,
to pick these different people in life, and then I love the fact you said you want to talk about current events. You
right,
want to talk about news. You want to talk about growth, things that matter,
right.
and not things that you know what I'm saying you just did when you
Yeah,
was a kid. I love that, bro.
right, right.
You're getting so mature, bro. So I wanted to talk about also when it comes to exposure, because I just mentioned exposure. When it comes to people just seeing the world, because tell us where you been, bro.
So been to London, France, Germany. Been to Dubai, Qatar, Oman, off the coast of Djibouti, Africa.
Let's go.
Um, where else? Bahrain. Bahrain was a big one. That's pretty much it through the Navy. Just that whole Middle East
Yeah.
section.
What
Yeah.
do you feel like is different from the Middle East to America?
They handle things a lot more different. I just feel like things are a lot more like cleaner in a way. There's not as much like disregard out everywhere. Like people are like, there's no trash. You know, they don't. I don't necessarily see like any poverty. It's just like everybody lives almost in harmony, and it could be a front. I think it is a front for some parts,
Yeah,
but it is super nice out there, and it just makes you feel like you're in a whole other world. So
like the structure
right,
of
right.
it just feels more like real,
The
more
structure's
grounded.
right, and now the thing is, with out there, it's either like super developed like Dubai,
Yeah.
but then like 25 minutes outside Dubai, it's just sand lots, like house,
Mm,
sand lot, house. You feel me? So it's like
yeah,
um, they're still on the up and coming, but they're
yeah.
going straight from like dirt square to skyscraper, like it's insane.
You told me too that like eventually that's where you want to relocate to.
Right,
That's
right,
where you
right,
actually want to go to.
right,
Because right now
right,
you're in school to be an architect.
right.
You know what I mean? You came back to Pittsburgh. You're working on becoming an architect, and you want to move back to
Middle East,
Middle East.
yeah,
That's so fire to me because
right,
I feel like that's where we're really from.
right,
That's our original place we
right.
from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Flip your collar so the this yeah
Okay,
like
I got
yeah
you. All
exactly.
right, bet.
But I also wanted to say, bro, what do you feel like is one of the bad things about over there?
Um, for people coming from over here, probably women's rights, some of the basic things, like staying in hotel rooms and stuff. Some stuff out there is different, but it's like it's not. You won't notice it if you're on vacation, but if you move out there, you'll notice a lot. Like some big things. You know, like you're not gonna. As far as crime goes, that's like extremely like they punish for that or whatever. And then
Wow.
there's some women's rights I know for sure with out there, and that has to do with religion and all that. But I'm not sure too much on what's different. But there's a lot of laws in place, but like I never really got into that because I was just I mean I
Yeah.
know like they wouldn't let us wear like ripped jeans off the boat or anything.
What?
So yeah, sometimes like they just like yeah no ripped clothes and
Wow, bro. So
yeah
it's a lot more strict.
right. It's
Okay.
not that strict. You can do whatever you want. Just
Yeah.
be smart.
All right, so bro, I want to play a game with you.
Right.
All right, the game is called word recognition, right? And this is the inspo edition, which means you're going to inspire somebody. You're going to tell us like inspire somebody based off the word. So first you hear the word, you see how it make you feel, and then you inspire somebody based off the word. You
Okay.
ready?
Ready.
All right, so the first word is party.
Party. For me, like, what does that word mean?
Yeah, like what does it mean? And then what would you like almost like what does it mean to you? And then what would you encourage somebody else to do, whether it's like not to party or
Oh yeah,
like how would you
party's a setback. I'm real big. I haven't been going out lately because I don't have a reason to celebrate.
Mm,
Like when you think about it, I don't like going out getting drunk, waking up and be like, okay, we spent $100 because of what, you know. So I'm real hard on myself about that. I mean, you can go like it's, you know, I watch people do it for so many years, and like the old heads at the bar, you know, they've been saying they've been going there since they were like my age. And I'm like, well, if I don't, you know, get it together, I'm gonna be the same 27, you know, in the same bar, you know, not with nothing done, you know. So I'm not saying they don't have anything done if they're in the bar in the 27. I'm just saying like, you can go. There's nothing wrong with going out, but for me, my personal growth, I want to have everything together before I'm out celebrating like that, going crazy, buying bottles and everything. So
I love it because basically you said partying is a setback.
Right.
Party is a setback unless you're celebrating something.
Right.
I love that. Okay.
Right.
So the next word is Jesus.
Jesus. Everything. That's just everything. Just
Why say everything?
That's just everything. That's where it starts. That's where it ends. Yeah.
Okay, that's where it starts. Would you say it's the beginning, the end, the Alpha, the
everything.
Omega? You know what I'm saying? Jesus is just everything.
Everything.
What was it like? Like, what do you think God was teaching you while you was in the Navy, and what do you feel like Jesus was revealing to you the whole time?
For me, where I went, to me, is so big because I had been praying for that to happen like my whole life. For like 6th grade up, since we were making PowerPoints in school, every presentation, Dubai. Like my teacher's like, all right, you can't keep doing this. Like, you know, you keep putting these buildings and stuff. I'm like, I'm just providing the facts, whatever. But every project, and then I got the papers, and it just went to my ship, and they said, yeah, we're going to Dubai. I'm like, okay.
Bro.
That's insane. So, yeah, it was
Bro,
crazy,
so you basically, like, manifested it.
Yeah,
like, you was saying it, thinking it, praying on it, desiring it, and then when you went into the Navy, a lot of people don't just go straight to Dubai, bro. No. That's not normal to just...
And people go to Dubai for 6 days when they're on regular ships. I was there for, like, months at a time, so it was, like, it was big,
So you feel like he was just showing you, like, he answers prayers?
Right, yeah, of course he answers prayers, but not on our time. Like, I can't be in 6th grade and be like, oh, let me go to Dubai, and then I'm in Dubai next week. You don't work like that. You see, it took 5 years almost, so more than that, almost 7.
Wow.
But it was when I was ready to go. You know, I couldn't go out there in high school. I was broke. What was I going to do out there? So, yeah.
You said God basically do it. He answers prayers, but on his time.
We're not on our time. It's his time. So
that's so fire. Okay, what about money?
It's a big one. It's real hard to explain that one because that could be your downfall and your rise. I feel like so. It's hard because I don't know. For me, it's a main objective, but it's not my everything. But at the end of the day, like sometimes, you know, when I start breaking it down, I'm like, okay, that is my everything. But at the end of the day, it can't be because like
why not?
Just I mean, if you look at people who like truly have money, like you have to understand for some people, you can either pick, you know, true happiness or money. I feel like once you go after that path for money, it's like, you know, you can't necessarily do the things you were doing when you were super happy. I mean, you can travel and all that, but you might lose people on the way up there. You have to cut people off regardless. So just there's a lot that goes into that one. That's deep.
Yeah,
so,
money can be such a dangerous thing. I mean, it can be such a blessing,
right.
but then it can also be a curse. And I think that's why the Bible says it's the love of money.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's not money, it's the love of it.
Right.
So I'm glad that you're not tweaking and you're not.
No, yeah,
you know
but at the same time.
But you're still pursuing it.
Right, but I just want to be well off. And, you know.
I mean, me and you be talking about stocks and just different, like, you know what I'm saying? So I know that your mindset is about investing and growing and, you know what I'm saying, building wealth.
Because it's bigger than me at the end of the day, so it'll be generational eventually. So
generational wealth.
Right.
Yeah, that's what this is really about.
The right way, yeah. I don't want quick money.
Come on, bro. All right, so I want to ask you, bro, what would you tell the 15-year-old Jay?
There's a couple things.
What was it?
If I could, the way things are going right now, I would just be like, relax. It's all handled. Just tell them to, you know, God got you. Just don't make anything worse than it already is. And then another one is just pray. To be honest, pray. Tell myself to focus too. There's a lot of things that I also missed out on. Like, I'm not completely winning right now because of my younger self. Like, there's things that I missed out on. I thank God that I am where I am, but there's like completely things I missed out on, like opportunities, people to speak to that I didn't take seriously and all that. So just to focus and to be aware of things. Because back then I was just in third person, just running around and everything. So
it's cutting up.
Yeah. Just yeah.
So
Pay
what you
attention.
say? You said trust God,
Yeah.
pray more, and then
Just be aware.
focus.
Focus.
Be aware.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
for 1 second.
All right. So, bro, let's talk about social media
Right.
and the internet.
Right.
How does that play a part in like your daily life? Are you one of them people who's addicted to scrolling? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I think yeah. I mean, there's sometimes where it'll be bad.
Yeah.
A lot of my stuff on my feed is positive, in cars, and because that's what I'm into, cars, whatever.
Yeah.
It used to be worse, but I like to put like limits on my apps now. So I'll put like a 15-minute timer on Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's for the day. So I might click ignore sometimes, but most of the time, I won't be on it that much. I'll go on it. If I get a notification, go check and get off.
Yeah.
So
How do you feel like social media is impacting this generation?
um, heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah. So right now, I feel like a lot of people are false advertising success, and they're you see all these people out here that's my age.
Yep.
And then at first I fell for it a couple times. I done bought so many courses in these past 2 years. People riding around in Lambos, whatever. Going on trips. They like, you want to change your life? Do this. And I buy the course, and it's what is this? For like $30.
Yep.
But people are like,
Wow.
they can make a visual out of multiple things. Of course I'm gonna have a couple moments in front of a Lamborghini. That's
Yeah.
People gonna take pictures of it and whatever.
Yeah.
Put in the video and be like, oh, like my life's different. And it's,
Bro, but that happens so much. Like, I bet anybody who's watching this, you seen an advertisement
right.
where people is like, I got this Lambo, or do you want to wake up like this? And they're really, an Airbnb somewhere
Right.
that they saved up to go to, but they're telling you, hey, wouldn't you want to live like this and wake
Right.
up? And then you take their course and you follow after them thinking that,
and it's something you can get off the internet.
Bro, and it's something you can get off the internet, bro.
Yeah, everything's on there.
So you said falsified success. What did you say?
Right, just false realities for some people. I mean, on pictures, I can look real good, have a house, a car, whatever.
Yep.
But then, like, another thing is just you don't know what that person's going through. Number one, that person, I met several people this year who had the things that I wanted, and just like it wasn't what it seemed like. People just only making payments on that car, and that's it. That's all they can afford is the car. So it's just.
This is why, man, I believe having a relationship with God is so important, because he helps you to compartmentalize your responsibilities and then what's important and what's not.
Right.
And he'll still have you shining. He'll still have you up good.
Right, yeah.
But you just can't, be trying to stunt and be trying to do stuff that's not real.
Right.
Like, God keeps me just so solid and so real, where I'm just able to like live a life of abundance, but do it in a way that's like for him.
Right.
It's crazy. All right, so bro, let's talk about your goals.
Right.
I know you said you went to real estate school already.
No, so I'm in that currently.
Okay.
I'm getting my real estate license. Yep, while I'm in
So
school.
what are some of your dreams? What do you want to do?
So my biggest dream is probably just building something. I want something to be there just with my name on it. Just
like a hospital.
Just a
building?
skyscraper probably.
Okay.
Like a business.
That's
center
that
or
Dubai
something.
life.
Right. That's why I was so obsessed with it at a young age. They're just we just built the biggest building. I just got obsessed with it. So with that, just leaving something behind. Something. How there's a Leaning Tower of Pisa, like something like that, like a landmark, but not a landmark, just like an iconic building or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
or
that's
houses,
one of your
whatever
dreams.
It is, yeah.
Okay. So right now you're in real estate. So tell us, what you've been up to, where you at right now currently with school, and what you're pursuing and stuff like that.
So I'm on my third semester.
Okay.
Started last January after I got out the Navy in December.
Okay. For real estate.
No. So real estate, I just started that beginning of January for this semester. So I'll be done with all my courses by May.
So proud of you, bro.
Yeah, so I'll be ready to take my tests and everything.
Yeah.
Probably end of the summer, and then that's where I am with that. Already got an insurance license.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I really, bro, like, I honor the fact that you literally took all those negative experiences and then you flipped them around and made them work for you.
Yeah.
And like I know that you struggle, you go through your own stuff, but you still find a way to keep shining.
Right.
And that's what this life is really all about. And I think so many people could look up to you.
Right.
Like people younger than you in high school, everything. And that's really what I desire to do, is to have people who can see your mistakes, see your flaws, but then see you bounce back from it.
Right.
And you do that in a great way, bro. Like, do you realize that?
Yeah. I mean, I need a reminder every now and then. You don't realize till somebody tells you. So.
Well, let me tell you, you're doing a great job, bro. And I'm super proud of you. You know what I'm saying? We're watching you elevate and grow. I'm seeing you have prayers and dreams, and then you turn them into reality.
Right.
You feel me? So don't, you know what I'm saying, listen to them voices that try to talk down to you, that try to make you feel, no, you're doing great, bro.
Right.
Like, keep trusting God, keep going. You're doing good. And you always encourage me.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about that. You hit me up like, bro, I'm proud of you. Look at everything you're doing. Like, whenever I'm at an event, anything that I post, you'll swipe up. You be on there, bro.
Yeah, because
So,
we was talking about this a minute ago. Was it like 2018?
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
2018.
What do you remember from that?
Just we was going to Ocean City. We was just talking about God, just deep stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like deep stuff. Like, how can you hear God? If you know, when you I don't question stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't question that. You know, when you say that to somebody, like, can you hear God? People going, what is he talking about? But like for me, I'm like, okay, how?
Yeah.
And it's real. You know, you hear that. You know, it's not going to be trying to convince you. It's just going to be a voice. It's just going to be still. You know, it's just going to be.
So you remember when I taught you that?
Right, yeah.
And then it really helped you, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it stuck with me. So.
And you could really hear him
Right.
speak to you. Ain't
Yeah,
that wild?
yeah.
So many people miss out on that opportunity because, like you said, they overlook it.
Right.
They don't take it serious. But I always say, bro, you got ears to hear.
Right.
You got eyes to see. You be knowing what's up.
Right.
So, all right, let's play something that's called rapid fire. Ready? I'm gonna ask you questions and then you just,
All right.
you know what I'm saying? All right. Single or married?
Single.
Single.
It's numbers.
Off top.
Yeah.
Single. All right. Favorite food?
Oof. Chicken Alfredo.
How come?
Chicken Alfredo.
You not a cook?
Yeah. The recipe change every time. I like to add stuff, so it's different.
Okay. Boat or plane?
Boat.
Boat.
Yeah.
Why?
What kind of? I'm thinking of a yacht.
A yacht?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you rather cruise through R&B or rap?
Rap.
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 Okay. Favorite artist?
The Weekend.
The Weeknd?
The Weekend.
How come?
No, you just be singing.
Like a vibe.
Yes.
Well, he's like a singer though, but so
Yeah.
you said rap's your favorite music,
I mean,
but
man, all right, favorite rapper.
I mean, no, you said favorite artist. It's yeah. Who
yeah.
is your favorite rapper though? Tell us that.
Right now, Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
Yeah, I forgot you love Drake. You still from back in the day. You love Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
Yeah, Drake's his boy, man. Like you
Drake's
really.
solid. Yeah, he don't miss.
Yeah, like consistent win. So I
Right.
feel it. Okay, what about last time that you cried?
Oof. What was that? Last November?
For real, how come you cried?
It was hold on, somebody passed away. I was just upset.
Okay.
And this is back when I was in the Navy, and like on my ship, my chiefs were like real, like they always had me on edge. They just always got something stupid to say, you know. So that, you know, they walk around, they power hungry, you know. They tell you to do something, and it's like, all right, I'll go do it. Like I don't get upset, but like I was just mad, and then they came over and was just like, yeah, this wasn't done correctly. And then I was just like, all right, bro, like,
in tears,
just walked away. I was like,
in tears.
I was at my breaking point. I was like, yeah.
Hey, listen, man,
away.
it's important to cry though.
Yeah.
Like people be trying to downplay that, but you gotta release that energy. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's frustration, tears, whatever. So I'm glad that you know what I'm saying, let that off your chest, and you know what I'm saying, you learn from it.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
All right, if you could ask God any question and He had to answer you like right away, what would you ask Him?
That's not even man. I don't even.
Bro, come on, bro. What would you ask our Father if He had to answer you like right away?
I would ask. Probably, man. When you coming back? That's probably. That's a scary question,
bro.
though.
Dang, bro.
That's a scary question.
I asked that question to multiple people.
Yeah.
Nobody never said that.
Yeah.
Like that's
a big one. I don't know. It's just because tomorrow's not promised. Just
bro.
Yeah.
He said if he can ask God any question, he would ask Him, "When are you coming back?"
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah. That's.
And then it's because, like you said, it's a scary question to ask.
That's the last day anything's gonna be.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, your favorite feature, like about yourself.
My ability to make hard decisions, adapt. Yeah, probably that. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see adapting
Right.
being like a great thing that you possess.
Right.
That's great. Okay, one thing off your bucket list.
Go to own a penthouse. Just like, that's,
For real?
yeah, that's
Where
written
at?
down. I got a couple locations. Probably my biggest one's probably New York or Monaco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, you got to get around people who dream big.
Right.
Like his mindset, and I love it because my dreams are just so big, and they're
Can't say
beyond
them
me.
out loud, right?
Like, bro, you can't say them out loud,
You
and you
can't,
know
yeah.
the only way to accomplish them is through God.
Right.
Like, it's so impossible that God has to help you.
Right. Right.
But you're dreaming it, you're seeing it, and then you're putting yourself around it.
Right.
So you're going to have it.
Right.
And then I'm gonna have you back on my show, and it's
We're
gonna be
gonna
a
talk
bigger,
about it,
it's
right.
gonna be a bigger, it's gonna
Yeah.
keep growing. And we're gonna talk about it, and you're gonna drop some more gems.
Right.
All right, so my last rapid fire question is your favorite song, like that carries you through, like something you put on that just carries you through everything.
I'm trying to think. Something I can always go back to. That's not even a rapid fire. You got songs going from 07 up to now. I'm trying to think. Probably
Come on,
gospel. All right, all right. If it carries me, like when I'm having real bad days, I'm listening to gospel music.
Okay.
So "For Your Glory" by Tasha Combs. I'll play that. Like I'll blast it. Like
Tasha Cobbs.
Yeah.
Oh, For Your Glory.
Yeah, "For Your Glory." Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that song. Yeah, Tasha Cobbs is cool.
I just need to put on something to just.
Yeah, and her voice is powerful,
Right.
but I love that. I love that for you, the fact that you play that, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
and it gets you right. All right, so I always like to close the show out with words of wisdom.
Right.
So words of wisdom is just something like a mantra, something that you live by, you know what I'm saying, a phrase that carries you. What is something that you would say as your words of wisdom?
For me, my words of wisdom are probably going to be there is no tomorrow. Just focus on this moment right now. Just nothing else exists. You know, I don't like to look at things. I'm going to be in school for 3 more years. It's just okay. I'm here today. This class. Let me get this done.
Yeah.
Let me win today. Sleep. Do it again. But I'm not thinking about tomorrow while I'm getting it done now. I just like to. It condenses things a lot more.
Wow.
You know, so you just focused on this moment, this rep, this trip. You know, whatever. So. I mean, if you're on vacation, you can plan out days. I'm not saying don't plan out days, but you know, as far as working hard and everything, I was real lazy growing up, so it wasn't hard to break that. So I like to just stay focused on today. I don't want to think about tomorrow until I'm done with what I have now. So that's a big one for me.
Bro, I think so many people can benefit from that because you said not only something that he said even off the camera is it's not even just about only focusing on today, but focus on this moment.
Right.
Like living this moment. All you really have is this moment. And so much of us live our life planning and thinking. I know I'm an extreme planner. Like I'm very strategic. And it's just like I'll be thinking so far ahead and you're like, bro.
I mean, I think far ahead too.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, as far as
it has its place.
When I'm sitting down and I don't want to do homework, I'm like, all right, let me get through this. All right,
Yeah.
what we on next? You know, so as far as just knocking it out, I have things planned out as far as years down the road. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good to plan, but it's not supposed to overtake you. And I think that's something that's really important is you can execute and you can perfect this moment to the best of your ability if you're focused on it,
Right.
if you're not somewhere else. And then, you know, there's a Bible verse that says, you know, what does it say? Don't focus on tomorrow, let tomorrow focus on itself.
Right.
For tomorrow has its own problems.
Right.
So it's like you have to only focus on today because
Right now.
tomorrow will have its own problems
Right.
anyway. But I love your words of wisdom.
Right.
And man, listen, y'all know my words of wisdom because I stand by. This is what this is all about. You know, I hope that my brother has remembered what he's about to say because all my different producers has already, you know what I'm saying, got it right. But it's time, find freedom. It's time.
Find God.
Let's go, bro. Yeah, so many people be forgetting it, but I should have known you was going to get it, bro. Yeah, so you got any final words? You got any words you want to close out with?
When you go about your days, 90% of the stuff that happens to you means nothing. It's the 10% that, you know, so the things that happen to you is 10%.
Right.
How you handle it is 90%. So you could have the worst, whatever.
Wow.
Just it's how you handle it. It's not, you know, you can start your day off with anything. It's how you handle it, how you handle that breakdown or how you look at it. Just relax and let it take care of itself.
So what I basically hear you saying is it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you react, to it.
That's the
So 90% of your focus should be on your reaction.
Your reaction. Don't let it control you, right? So don't let it take you down with it. So yeah.
That's the second time I heard that this week. So God must be speaking to me right now. Like focus on. I'm trying to think. I think I be reacting correct, but it's it's a process.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Just try to do your best.
I mean, you'll react to something bad, and you could either shut down, go back home, go to sleep, or you could, okay, let me get this right, you know, just bounce back from it. So it's hard. It's not just going to happen one day. You got to practice it, you know, so.
Listen, man, I want to say something to y'all. My little bro, right, he is just growing up, and he is just really turning into this grown man who's literally making all these major moves. And I really got to say, bro, I'm sincerely proud of you. Like, I remember before all of this happened where you was at. Like, your mentality, look how you evolved. Like, you didn't just get older, but, like, you grew up. And you're not even there yet.
Right.
You're in a process of it. This is
Yeah.
only the beginning. The best is yet to come.
Right.
So I'm proud of you. I believe in you. I'm here for you. And just know, man, I'm praying for you. And I can't wait to see you reach all your dreams and all your aspirations.
Thanks.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, brother.
All right, y'all, man. Listen, like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all. We're out. And until next time, man, peace out.
A freedom experience.